Hello guys, Hikiami Moriko desu, and welcome to another kinda random stream. And today we'll be reviewing, or just watching really, um, some Granblue fantasy pictures. And I'm gonna be kinda talking about them because why not, right? I'm just trying different stuff this past few streams. So yeah, first we have Tavina, yes, Tavina? Yeah, I guess it's Tavina, right? So I guess a lot of you people don't play Granblue Fantasy, really, or not that much. So I'm gonna try to give a brief description of the characters, maybe. Actually, I have to put some background music here. So here, I guess. Yes, that's it. So this is a character for a Bollywood event that happened a few years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. So I do think she looks pretty neat, but I gotta admit I didn't like the design at first, right? So I do like that she has a bow, because there's not a lot of bow characters, and just look at it. It's really well done, by the way. It's super well done. She also has an axe. I can see the axe right now, but she has it like in the back. Yes, really nice. So next one. I just don't want to spend so much time in just one illustration, because there's a lot of illustrations in this game, and they are all really beautiful. So I want to see all of them. So this is Yuri and Farah. Yes. So I really like this unit. It's not useful, but I'm glad they are together in one unit. But I'm not a big fan of the illustration, if I gotta be honest. It looks kinda generic, I guess. And that's a shame, because there's so much. Well, it's the basic art, of course, right? But there's so much you can do with these two characters, and I guess they didn't do it. So yeah, that's a shame. Let's go with the next one. So this is, I forgot her name. I forgot the name of this girl. It's Corinne? No, that's from Fire Emblem. Yes. I can't remember her name. Maria? No, that's not. Mara? I don't know. So, yeah, pretty basic summer design, right? Just the bikini, I guess. Yeah, there's not much to it, right? It's not bad, but there's not much to it. So let's go with the next one. So here we have a character that's been like, it's Kukurux, right? She has some big guns, right? Like really big guns. But there's not much to the character, right? I guess it's kind of boring if you want to see it that way, maybe. So let's move to the other one. Another one. Oh, here's some interesting art, to say the least, right? You can't really see the character that well, so that's a kind of shame. But I guess it looks really cool. Hi Moriko. Hello Marine. How are you doing? I'm just gonna be reviewing some Granblue fantasy art because I don't have nothing else to do. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So the next one we have. Yes, I like this one. It's kinda. It's the five-star art. I think it is. It looks really cool, right? Because you have this this thing they've been doing for the newer art, like some composition in the background with this kind of like wind stuff. Yeah, I think this one's pretty cool for the character. It fits really well. So yeah, I don't have anything much to say about the illustration. So let's go with the next one. So this is like an idol unit, right? So I guess it fits that purpose, I'm guessing. So yeah, you have all the girls, right? And they all kind of look like different. They have different styles of clothes. Like, yeah, the shame about this unit is that only Dianta shows up in the chivis. So yeah, that's kind of shame. Fine, I'll be here and take notes. Okay, I don't know notes of what, but okay. So here we have Monica, yes, and I really like this art, right? It's like her casual clothes, like really casual clothes, and it's kind of cool looking. Like she still carries her sword in her casual clothes because she's the captain. Well, not the captain, right? Like something important for the soldiers, right? So actually I never quite understood the flower petals right here. But yeah. And here we have I think this is the fire version. It kind of also looks really nice with the background, like kind of detailed background. Actually the background looks really nice, but yeah, there's not much to it, like, right? It's like he's just waiting for you, like, hello, I've been waiting for you, okay, or something like that. I don't know. And here we have our favorite drunk draft. I don't really like this art. It's like she's like smelling the flowers in her dreams with the beard and everything, but in reality she's wasted in the floor. It's really nice, right? You don't see this kind of like illustration a lot in games, so it's nice to see this kind of comic like illustration. So here we have some stories, right? And this is really old, and I think it really shows, like in the face. It really shows that some old illustration in the face. Look at this. It doesn't look bad, but it looks weird, and also the definition of the muscles. It looks all over the place. Yeah, it's if you compare it to other illustrations, it's kind of look like a mess. But yeah, it's really old, so I'm gonna give it a pass. Next we have Alan Mal, and I really like this one. It's really nice. Yeah. What can I say, right? This is gonna turn into waifu review pretty soon. So yeah, it's a summer unit, right? So what do you want about a summer unit? You can expect much than this. But it's cool, right? Because they are two. Yeah, I don't want to say too much. So, and here we have another summer unit. This time for Percival. And this also it's kind of generic, right? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, being generic. So it's just a guy in like shorts and an open shirt, right? Yeah, right. But it works. Actually, the shoes are kind of weird. The sandals are kind of weird to me. But I guess they work for summer, maybe. But yeah, it looks like nice enough, right? Like if you see the muscle definition, it's really different from stories in the first art. So yeah, next one. And this one's really old too. There's not much to say about it. I guess they kind of wasted I forgot the name of this thing. I forgot how is it called. But they wasted having like a monster, like a riding monster, right? You can make it jump or something like that. And yeah, I think they wasted the opportunity. Of course, this is a basic art, so there's not much happening. But it looks kind of not ugly, but like kind of lazy, to say something. I'm not saying I can do it better, right? But I'm not trying to sell gacha art, so yeah. So here we have this guy that how is it called? Pili? Yeah. I think this is nice, but it looks kind of weird to me. I don't know how to say it. It definitely looks weird to me. So we're gonna go to the next one because I don't like it. And here we have Wind Vera. So yeah, this is something really cool that they have been doing recently in the game, like for the past 2 years. This kind of like painted background that's uneven. I don't know, it really works to show like the scenery that the character has. Because if you only see Vera, then it's like, oh yeah, she has a white dress and it's windy, right? But you can really get the full feel of the picture if you don't have the background. So I feel really nice that they started adding backgrounds to the art, because it's really beneficial, right? Hey Mariko, hello Talking Puppy, how are you doing? Thank you for coming. I'm just gonna be reviewing some art, so I hope that's not too boring. But yeah, and here we have this is Harriet, yeah. So again, I think this is kind of old, but it has like a background thing, and it doesn't look as good as the other backgrounds. But it's really useful, right? So you have her playing the harp in. Wait a second. Yeah, sorry. So you have her playing the harp, like sitting, and it's really cute, right? I do like the Granblue Fantasy art style because it's really cute, and you really don't get that kind of like cute but well done stuff in other games. So yeah, the next one, this is Suframari, I guess. I don't remember the name of the Harbin. I do wish she had like an SSR's like a super rare unit, but she doesn't. But I do like the snowman thing, and this is really old, by the way. They started adding this like effect to the picture, and it's really nice. I do like the outfit. It's really cute, but they didn't do too much with it because it's a art unit, so that's kind of shame. So here we have Bridget and this other girl I forgot the name of, and I really like when they do like duo units, because you can like match to lower units, like to art units, and make a new unit, and it's cool, right? Because I don't know how to explain it. I really like the Harbins, but they don't do much Harbins, so it's good to see this couple being together, and I do like the composition because it works, like the two of them work together, but it also works if you like remove this one or you remove this one, it still looks like a full illustration, and that's something really nice they've been doing lately. Let's go to the next one. This is random, by the way, so I'm not choosing the illustrations. And here we have Summer Lucio, right? So again, I think this is a better Summer, like a male Summer unit than Percival, because they did a lot more, right? I mean, it's still a man in like a shirt and shorts, but they added this like surfing table, and he still has the wings, and she's like, oh, it's sunny, right? And yeah, it just works because it also still looks angelical, and that's something really nice with this scene. I mean, I guess maybe a background will be good, but they can put backgrounds in everything, right? It's too much work. Let's go with the next one. And here we have like a kind of weird one, but it's also because it's really old. So this is called, right? It's a Harbin, as you can see by the ears, and it has so much detail, right? It has like this crown here with the skull, and the scarf, and the cape, and this thing, and the weapon. That's a gun, by the way, but also it's like this kind of mutant dog that's also a bike, because it has like, And it has a lot of stuff going on, right? But it doesn't look as good to me. Because it feels unnecessary, right? This is unnecessarily detailed compared to Skull, to actually like the character. And it looks kinda uneven to me, and it doesn't look as good. So, White Recluse, are you winning, son? I'm not playing anything, but I guess I'm winning. If I'm not playing, I'm not losing, right? So I'm winning. Welcome to the stream, thank you for coming. I'm just reviewing some illustrations from the Granblue Fantasy game to pass the time, right? So here we have Matera, right? And this is like a, for those who don't know, it's a really like, like a really spicy character, right? It's really, really spicy, and I do like the I think this is for the 5-star on cap, I think. Yeah, it is. So I do like this, all this like magic stuff flowing around in the composition, but I think the pose is lacking something, right? I'm winning dopamine. Yeah, I guess I'm winning dopamine. I don't know, it lacks something compared to other Matera artworks, so I'm giving this one I'm gonna score this things. I'm giving this like a 7 out of 10. Next one we have Dante, right? From Devil May Cry. No, that's another Dante. So yeah, here we have this guy that, as you can see, he really likes cats. He has a cup with a cat, reading a book about cats, and a bunch of cats and cats everywhere. I'm not a cat person because I'm allergic to cats, and I also don't like cats since I'm a dog kind of person. But I think this illustration works. Again, it's a really old illustration, but I guess it works really well with explaining the character, because it's a chill dude, right? He likes reading and being with his cats, and cats play around and break stuff, but he doesn't care, right? So I think it works really well for the character, but I don't like the illustration, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Let's move with the next one. So here we have Heisenberger, I think it's called, this guy, the hamburger guy. And this is the star summon from the tarot, from the Arcanum. And I know you guys don't play Granblue Fantasy or don't know about Granblue Fantasy, but there's a group of people in the game that are called the Evokers of Arcanum, and I really love these guys. I really loved all that have to do with them, and I really like this illustration, right? Because again, they make this composition with like smoke and power and lighting and darkness and stuff, but they also add the stars from the star summon, and this guy's used like personas, right? It's kind of like summoning a persona, so it looks really, really cool. I do like this composition. I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10, just because the 10 out of 10 is reserved for waifus. But yeah, it looks really cool. I know people are gonna say this looks like a JoJo character, but I don't like JoJo. I will never like JoJo, and I don't like JoJo references, so I'm not gonna mention that anymore. Let's go to the next one. And here we have Danwa, Summer Danwa to be precise, right? So again, this is like a kinda old illustration, but as you can see, it works really well for Danwa, because we can like see Danwa and her puppets, and they have the weapons, and it's summer, right? So it's underwater, and I think this could benefit from a background again, but I guess they kind of have backgrounds, right? So I guess this picture shows of course the cursed hand from Danwa and her big assets, of course. So I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10 because it works from the character, and I love draft girls. So yeah, what can you do to me, right? Next one we have Jewel. Yes, Jewel. I think this is the SR version, water version. So again, I think this works really nice for the character, because you can see that the fox hands. She's a fox girl with fox fire, and you can see the big fluffy tail, like a really big fluffy tail. Look at this. This is a huge tail. It's giant. It's super big, super fluffy, of course. and she's showing it to you. So what do you want, right? What more can you like from this picture than this one? I guess nothing, so I'm gonna give it, I don't like Joel personally, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. And let's go to the next one. By the way, guys, feel free to comment about the pictures, because I don't have too much to say about the pictures. So if you like a character, that we can talk about it. So this one is Gawain, again with this kind of energy illustrations or stuff like that, like graphics. It looks kind of nice, but I don't like when they like encase the character in this one, because you can barely see the character, and it's like a shame, right? Like it's caging the character. It doesn't really do much to show that. I mean, I guess this is like, oh, it's wind and stuff, but it doesn't do much to me, so I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 to this one. And let's move to the next one. And here we have like a little surprise, because I don't remember the name of this guy, and I remember the name of pretty much every character in the game, but I don't remember this one. And that must be for a reason. It's because it sucks, right? I guess you have this like blue sword and a red circle around it, and it's like a religious person, right? Right? So yeah, that's about all I can say about this guy. It's a religious person with a big ass sword, and that's like all you can say. And I think this is like a 2 out of 10, because it really sucks to me. So let's go for the next one. And here we have another person I don't remember the name of, but I remember what she is, right? Because she appears in multiple events. So again, this is an old design, and I guess that's the reason why it's kind of generic. Like if I tell you, hey, look for a generic female soldier, you're gonna look at this, right? And I guess some people gonna give it the, it looks cool because she's not half naked, right? Because some people get mad about half naked armor, but I do like both of them. I do like half naked armor, but I do like normal armor. But this is as generic as you can get, right? Like a armor, a cape, and a big ass sword and a big ass shield. And yeah, it's like a 2 out of 10 for me. So yeah, not that great. And here we have Kumira, right? Kumira. Yeah, Kumira. So I love this. You know me, I love draft girls. But aside from that, I really like it because you can see like the bamboo thing, that the bamboo lance she used, and you can see the small bamboos behind, and you can see this like kind of composition with the energy and stuff. But it's not encasing the character. It's like helping with the movement of the picture, and you can see the small pics here. Really cute. And again, you can see the character perfectly showing her assets, right? Her draft assets. So I guess this is really nice. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And let's move to the next one. Oh, this guy, it's called like Eso, I think. Again, this is really old, really old in the game, and this is our unit, so they're not gonna spend too much time in him. And again, like with Soris, you can see the muscle definition is kind of weird. The pose, it's really basic, and this is like a kind of generic like Indian person, right? Like Indian person, like, yeah, it's like he got an axe, he got like feathers, he got like face paint. It's again a really basic character design. And I guess that's the reason why we don't see this character anymore in the game. It's like, it's really boring, and I don't think they can do much with him. So I guess it's better like leave it like that. Next one we have Anturia, and again I love Anturia. I love it. I love her so much. And what I can say about the design, right? It's like a really cute design, a really spicy design. For those who don't know, she dances with fire. She's a dancer, of course, as you can see with the dress and stuff. It's a really good dress, right? I do like this dress. All Aruna fashion has couple. Hello Mariko, how are you doing? I'm doing just fine. I'm reviewing Granblue Fantasy artwork to pass the time, so I hope you guys like it. We can see like a lot of cute illustrations and cool illustrations, so it's gonna be a blast, right? So I guess this is not as old as the other ones, but it's also kinda old, but really looks cute, right? It looks good enough for a basic illustration. So let's go to the next one. I give it a 8 out of 10, right? So here we have Camus, yes, Camus. So again, I'm more into drafts for. Yeah, I'm more into drafts too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about just now. And here we had a draft for big reasons, right? Yes. So here we have. This is an art unit, of course, so they're not gonna spend too much time working on this one. But again, I think this looks really basic. Like, yeah, it's a girl with guns and a lot of bullets and a lot of guns, and she shoots a lot. And yeah, she has horns and stuff. And yeah, she's showing the draft assets, right? But this doesn't do much for the character development. So, Mixie Boy, morning, good morning. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm just reviewing some Granblue Fantasy art to pass the time. What's your absolute favorite Granblue character? Oh my god, that's a hard question. So, I would say, and people that know me would say it's Narmaya, because I started playing the game for Narmaya, and I have all the Narmaya units. I have the Narmaya music CD. I love Narmaya. I love her so much. Every time something with Narmaya comes up, I go crazy, right? I almost stopped playing the game because I couldn't get the unit. But even with all of that, my favorite character it's gonna be Nier, right? From their canon, from the Bokers, Nier. Because when I read her Fate episodes, it was an instant connection, right? I just love the character. I want to protect her so much. I will kill anyone for her. I'm not kidding. So yeah, I gotta say Nier, right? And yeah, I'm just crazy about Nier. I can't explain it. But yeah, actually I love some of the old art. I like this one a lot. Yeah, some old art it's good. Some it's like really not good. But this is one Sandalphon, the Summer on Cap version of Sandalphon. So I guess it looks like a postal, right? Like someone sends you from their trip of the beach. Like he looks really like happy but kind of melancholic, and the sun setting and stuff. So this is a really good illustration. I don't like Sandalphon that much. Actually, you can kind of see his butt showing up from the charts, and yeah, I guess this works really well, right? Kill anyone for her. Pretty sure she got that covered. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. I usually, and that's gonna surprise people, because I don't like gender girls. I'm not into gender girls. I don't think Nier is a gender girl, because if you read her Fate episodes and pay attention to the character development, you will see she's not gender. She's just really messed up in the head because of reasons, of course. I'm not gonna spoil anyone, but everyone that calls Nier a yandere, it's really wrong. Yeah, they are not reading the Fate episodes properly. She's not yandere, so yeah. But yeah, she kills people. Yeah, that's for sure. So let's go to the next one. I'm giving this one 8 out of 10, and this one's Societe. So this is also this is the old art, right, or the new one? I think, is this the new one for Tooncap? I don't remember, but it doesn't look that great, right? I mean, she has some giant fans, and she has like this effect of the wind, the foxfire effect on the winds, on the fans. I'm sorry, but I don't know. It doesn't look like really dynamic to me. Really dynamic. It's like she's kind of floating still in the air and doesn't look too good to me. But I do like Societe, so I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10 to this one. Now let's go to the next one. So here we have another kind of old art, and this one's the Jane. Yes, I went crazy, but yeah, my favorite's probably Anila. I'm based. Anila, yeah, Anila is good. Like, you know, I actually like a lot of a lot of drafts, you know, because reasons. So yeah, the Jane, right? This is Dark Jane. She's evil, and you can see she's evil. She's looking at you evilly with sword, and it kind of looks like a succubus or something like that. Yeah, I guess it works good enough for what she is, but it's also kind of lame, right? The design, it's kind of cool, but it's kind of wasted on this type of illustration. Like, she's just floating around. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Let's move to the next one. And here we have Sophia, right? I think this... Again, this is not that old, but not that new. I think it works for what it is. Maybe not that much, because she has a violin, right? And you can see the violin in the capped art, but not here, and that's kind of waste. And yeah, here are some music notes because she plays music, right? But there's not a lot of effort put into this one. Not even the pose. I mean, she has like one leg standing back, like she's walking, but that doesn't do much to express the character in the illustration. So yeah, a 5 out of 10 for me, and I'm gonna move to the next one. And here we have a draft male, Ganden Goza. So yeah, I think this is also kind of old, but it works for the character and for the event, right? Like, these are some really manly men trying to fish a giant albacore in the ocean. Yes, that's the albacore, right? Yes. So and he got the fish, right? And he's really happy about the fish, but he's also kind of old, and he has this chest hair and the shining bald thing. I like this detail, the shining bald thing. So yeah, I think this works really well for the character, all in all. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 to this one, and let's move to the other one. So here we have some new art, and one that looks really well for the character and for the event. This is a Valentine's illustration of Grimnir, and this is actually really cool because you can see Gran here, the male protagonist of Granblue Fantasy, for those who don't know. But if you switch to the female character, Digita, so Jita, the illustration actually changes based on your gender, and I think this is the only one that does that switch with the gender, and that's really cool, right? And also Grimnir looks really cool here, really chill, really having some fun, want some chocolate, and here's like Lyria and beer. So and the background is incredible, and they are doing this like background thing I love they do. So yeah, I guess this is like a 9 out of 10 for illustration. And let's move to the next one. And here we have Wind Naoise. So I like this unit for the soul. Like, Naoise, it's always riding something, right? But I like this horse. I mean, look at this not eye in the horse. Looks really awesome. And all the, I think it could have used like more of these green things, like this wind particle stuff, because it doesn't look like as powerful as like a armored soldier in a horse should look like. So yeah, I don't like this one. I'm gonna give it like a 4, like a 3 out of 10. And let's move to the next one. And here we have Spina. Yes, Spina. So this is a pretty interesting character, right? Because he uses like Beyblades or fidget spinners. His name is Spina, by the way, and that's enough to make a great character. And you see, here's a lot of wind in a wind particle in the weapon, and that's how it should look like, right? I mean, it looks really powerful. He's really weak, by the way, but the illustration is really nice and expresses the character perfectly. It's like a kind of joke character, so it works really nice. So I'm gonna give it like a 8 out of 10 for this one, and let's move to the next one. And Soya, yes. Here we have Sutera, yes, the Matera sister. And again, this is kinda old, if I remember correctly. But I really like this one because it's supposed to be like really fashionable, right? Like she's like lifting her leg a little and the hand behind her hands behind the head and this like fluffy stuff, and it's a basic art, right? So we cannot ask too much about it. But I really like this one. I mean, look at this gap, it's amazing. And I do like Erune fashion because they never cover the sides and the back, and it's amazing. Yeah, I am gonna give this one like a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Yes, it's good enough. And here we have some Mace art. This is the 4-star on cap, the 5-star on cap. No, the 4-star on cap. Or is it the 5? I don't remember. For Neon, right? From the Eternals. And for those who don't know or don't play Granblue Fantasy, the Eternals are supposed to be the strongest characters in the whole world. So this is like an over-the-top illustration, right? She plays like the youth, like the ARP. So we have some musical notes all over the place, but she can also manifest these big ass hands to kick your ass. So I guess this is a nice illustration. Of course, if you zoom in into the character, it looks really nice also. But what I don't like about this illustration is that it makes it look like it's more powerful than she really is, right? She's like a support character, and this illustration makes you think she can kick your ass with these giant hands that she mostly uses to like play these things. So yeah, kind of misleading. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Let's go with the next one. And here we have some Caglioster, right? Caglioster. Halloween unit, yes. Also kinda old. And it's also kinda generic, right? It's like generic cute Halloween lolly stuff, like with a dress with pumpkins and you know I guess if you guys don't know the character, it's kind of like, oh, she's kind of generic smile wink cute face, but that's the point of the character, right? Like being over the top cute. So I guess in that sense it works really well. And we have the Ouroboros, the Halloween Ouroboros snake. So yeah, it's not as bad as it seems, but it's also not that good. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, and let's move on. And here we have Juices, right? It's Juices, right? Yes, with the big pink sword and the particles, and it's a kind of it's like more dynamic pose, right? I mean, it's still kind of generic big sword pose, but actually I don't like this much. I was trying to justify it, but I don't like it that much. Caglustral heart, she's perfect. I'm not a big fan of Caglustral, if I have to be honest. But yeah, she's a good character for sure. The game won't be the same without her, so I guess it's nice. I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 10 because I'm not that into it. And let's move on. And here we have Summer Alexiel, right? So I think this is one of the summer units that no one needed, right? Like I don't think someone ever asked for Summer Alexiel, right? Don't get me wrong, the unit, it's great. I use it for hard content. It does wonders to mitigate damage. But I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about the units. I'm talking about the illustrations. No one needed a Summer Alexiel, right? Alexiel already looks kind of summer in her regular outfit, and this barely changed anything except for the black swimsuit here, and it's kind of lame, right? For a summer unit. So I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. Let's move on. And here we have another old illustration from Danwa. And I like this, but I don't like this. I like this because why? Because it shows the puppets like coming at you, trying to kill you, and that looks really cool, and the composition is also really nice. I like that you can see the blood in the dress because that's really important for the Danma plot line. And again, you can see her like draft assets, I guess, but I don't quite like the face. It looks kind of weird to me, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. And let's move on. I rank OG Alexiel a month before the summer. So sad. Yeah, it's kind of. I think they fill different purposes, so I guess you can still use OG Alexiel for stuff. I actually like the non-summer version more, but I'm like I have to use the summer one to survive. So yeah, but I do like more the OG. And here we have another beta art, like kinda really old art with this. You can see the really basic particles they are giving them, and this is an actual yandere girl. I mean, really yandere. So yeah, you can see that like you can see the shadow on the eyes. The pose, it's like kinda majestic and kinda like spicy, but also like kinda creepy, and it works really well for the character. It's old, but I like it, so I'm gonna give it like 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. It works just fine for the character. It works just fine. And here we have another summer unit. Summer now is this is now is right? Yes, it is. I think this is a great like illustration because you know you have the water like he's barefoot in the water, and he doesn't have the standard summer shorts for males in the summer. He's like kinda extra, and she has like this the open shirt. It's like, oh my god, that's some nice cleavage now, is it, right? And the majestic hair and everything. I think it works really well. He has his sandals in the hand, like with the fingers like this. It's nice. Okay, it's a really nice illustration. I like it. I endorse it. I like when they do like different things. The shirt is kind of wet too. You can see inside, and that's really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 and move on. And here we have Skahatcha, right? I never know how to say Skahatcha properly. I just say Skahatcha, but it's Gacha. I don't know how to say it, but it's a dragon lolly character. I think this, but it's also an Eruna, right? So it's also like a cat. I think this illustration is for promotional purposes. I don't think it's the basic art. I might be wrong, of course, but I think it's for promotional purposes. And the character is kind of generic. Actually, if you don't see the face of the character here, and you just see the clothes and the legs, you can mistake her for the generic Erune kid, right? The Erune children. It's kind of like generic, and then you see the eyes and the hair, and it changed, right? But it's super generic, so I don't like it. I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10. You can guys do better. Let's go with the next one. And here we have the uncap art for Bridgette and this girl that I can't remember the name for. I don't remember her name, I'm sorry. But we have Bridgette, right? And this is what I'm talking about these like particles or like graphics to represent power. They are better used to represent element and movement, right? So here you can see she's light, and she's doing like this light stuff. I remember she's light, right? So yeah, and she's water. I don't know. Yeah, she was water, I think, but now it's light too. So he has light at the end, but there's water before. So they are kind of respecting the element of the individual units. But oh, Cordelia, yes, she's Cordelia, like Cordelia from Fire Emblem Rock. By the way, Cordelia is my Fire Emblem waifu. Now that I can say, yeah, I bet you like her, right? I'm sure you like her a lot. Yes, I can see why you like her. I don't like her that much. I'm not that much into this kind of girl. But I do like Bridgette a lot because I love Harbins. I love Harbins. You can jail me, but I love her. And this works really nice. This has movement, right? I mean, it's static, but you can see the movement, like they're gonna stab you or stab someone, and it's really cool. So I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 and move on. So here we have this guy. I don't remember. I just remember he cries a lot, I think. Yeah, I think. But again, I won't say the dress, the clothes looks generic, but the pose really does. Like a guy opening his jacket and with a sword in hand, walking to you all cool. So yeah, it's super generic. So I don't like it. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. It's also really old, right? So maybe a 4, not to be too harsh. And let's move on. And here we have another, like, there's a lot of summer units now that I think about it. Here's another, like, great summer design for Kolulu, right? I love Kolulu. It's really cute. Another, like, lolly-like character. It's really cool, like, because she still has, like, the vagabond, the spear, and she's, like, carrying her back like a vagabond, of course. That's really cool that they keep that. But she also has this cute, like, hat and a frilly swimsuit, and this thing, right? I don't know what to call it, like the coat, maybe. But she also has these things on the legs, right? That reminds you of her bandages. And yeah, I'm gonna be biased, of course, for cute characters, but I really like this. I'm gonna give it like a 8 out of 10, and let's move on. And here we have one of my favorite characters in the game, like Izmir, right? I love her because she's a draft. She uses ice, and I love both of those things. She's stacked to the end. It's the summer version, and you can see her, like, she's enjoying eating and stuff. Like, I think this is yakisoba and grilled squid. Yeah, I don't know what this is. And she's also like windsurfing, I think. Yeah. So like a lot of summer memories, right? And you can see the background. I love this kind of backgrounds. She has like these fireworks in the back. And actually, if I remember correctly, there was a problem with this illustration when it came out. I think people were complaining about the underbob, like this part here, that it was too revealing, and I think it got censored, and then it got uncensored. I might be wrong, but yeah, I think that was a thing with this illustration. But I love it, so I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10, and let's move on with another one. Yes. And here we have another like super generic character design. And again, it's because they are kinda old, right? So this is a generic like schoolgirl, sword girl, Genki girl. And I don't think you can get more generic than that. Honestly, I don't think you can be more generic in an anime setting than this, right? I'm not even gonna like detail her because there's nothing to detail. It's really plain. So I'm gonna go with the next one. This is like a 2 out of 10 for me. Let's move with the next one. Oh, Jean. We have Jean here. Again, another illustration with this kind of graphic. Like I like because you can see that the slashes, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks really cool. 2 different colors. For 2 different swords. Like the pose, it's really cool, right? Like this guy kneeling, but also like slashing. It works for a samurai type character. Jin is exactly that, right? It's like the token generic samurai character for Granblue Fantasy. But I think it works just fine. So I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 10 and move on with the next one. There's not a lot to say. We have Hoya here. So Hoja. Just Hoja. I think it's Hoja, right? It's like a Chihuahua. So there's not a lot to say about this design, right? It's just like a robot bell with a chicken sticker. Chicken sticker sounds funny. Yeah, but it works, right? I love this. I love this character design. It just works like a pet kind of character, right? I don't think there's anyone like hate this character or the design. It's just really cute, especially when you see Hoya talk. It's really cute. I love it. I'm gonna give it like a 8 out of 10. And let's move on. I'm sorry if I'm moving too fast talking about these things. It's just like sometimes there's not a lot to say about the character design, or I just don't like it, so I don't want to be too negative and don't say too much. So this one, it's one of the mates, but I don't remember the name. I can't remember the name. It was oh my god, what is the name of the mates? What is the name of the mates? I can't remember. Well, anyway, so she's a mate that also punches stuff, right? So she's punching the ground, rocks are coming out in the background, and this is what I'm talking about. This is an old unit, but it has like a simple background, and it helps a lot. Just imagine this picture, but this illustration, but with no rocks in the back. It's really lame, right? Even if you add the circle part here with the rocks on the back, it's really lame. Claudia, yes, Claudia, and yeah, I think it's Claudia. You remember the names more than me. I was really surprised. I was sure I knew the name of most of the characters, but I can't remember. The Mixed Plays. Hi Marco. Hello Mixed Plays. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm just reviewing some Granblue fantasy illustrations to pass the time, so I hope that's okay with you. Maybe. So yeah, the illustration works really well, right? Because you can see the dress moving with the punch on the back on the ground. There are rocks floating. She's kind of mad at you and she's gonna kick your ass. So I think it works really well, right? So I also like the exposed back. It's a nice touch. So I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10 to this one. And here we have Summer Caglustral, right? Again, I think this is a much better illustration than Halloween Caglustral, and that's because it's a newer illustration. Like it's like 3 years of difference between the two, and it looks like, because again it's Caglustral being like super extra cute, like unnecessary cute, and she also has this like kid-like swimsuit. The pose is cute, like lifting the leg. She has these glasses, and we have the water Ouroboros snake. And it's cute, right? Because the snake works as a companion, but also as a background. So it feels two illustrations, two purposes on the illustration at the same time. And I guess it just works really well. So I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10. Hope you are all doing fine. I'm doing just nice, and I hope everyone is doing the same. Just good enough to scrape by. And here we have oh my god, I can't believe I forgot her name. I was don't tell me the name. I'm gonna remember. It's my problem with it's the bully. Oh my god, what's the name? Sorry. Beatrix, right? I'm Beatrix. Yeah, don't bully Bea. Yes. The problem, I forgot the name because every time I see this character in an event or something, and she's talking, the voice of this character is Saya Hirano. So I can only see Haruhi Suzumiya when this character talks, and that's stuck in my mind forever because she also has like brown hair and it's kind of genki. So for me, Bea, it's Haruhi Suzumiya. There's nothing you can do to don't make me think about Haruhi Suzumiya while looking at Bea. But anyway, back to the illustration. Again, this is kind of basic illustration. I think this unit is art unit. So yeah, you have this like effects like going on, and the clothes being destroyed, and she's having a bad time, but she's not going back, right? She's standing her ground. So I guess in that point it works, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10, and let's move on. And here we have Predator. To be exact, SR Predator, so it's kinda old unit. Don't to be confused with SRR Predator. SSR, sorry, what I'm talking about. Well, what kind of name Predator tell to you? she predates people, she kills people with her like claws, and she has this like super cool dress and mask. So she's like a kind of Terminator kind of girl, I guess. So I guess it works just fine for the character, the illustration, but it needs to be more menacing, right? Like, if your name is Predator, you need to need a more menacing pose. Even in your basic art. So I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10 and move on. And here we have Chat Noir, yeah. It's a French name, right? So I just call him like Chat Noir, but it's Chat Noir. I don't know how to tell it properly. So you can see this is like a Phantom Thief character. It's actually the Phantom Thief character of the Kaito character of the Granblue Fantasy universe. And you can see here's like some like gears and a cat, because all he does is make some puzzles, right, for Detective Barawa to solve. So again, we can see here again that even simple backgrounds can help you a lot with the character pose, because the pose, it's nothing amazing, right? It's just a guy standing with a hand on his hip and a hand like this with a card in his hand. Nothing amazing, right? But if you add the cat background, even if a simple one, it helps a lot, right? Because you have the cape like moving. And I guess it really works for the character. It's kinda old also, so I'm not gonna be too mean with the illustration. It's like a 7 out of 10? 6 out of 10? Yeah, 6 out of 10. Let's go. Do you guys have a favorite Granblue Fantasy character? I would like to know your favorite character of all time. Like illustration wise, right? And here we have the on-cap art for Meliao. Yes, Meliao, the Nemon's sister. So again, I do like all these particles and like butterflies and happy colors and stuff. And I do like Meliao's pose, but I think you can do much more when you have a giant monster in the illustration, right? You can make it look like more menacing, more aggressive. But it just looks like a mount, right? It doesn't feel right. And this is a 5-star illustration, right? This is the 5-star illustration, I think. So it's kind of lame. I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10 and move on with this. And here we have Romeo, right? Romeo, this is new. This is one of the newer arts. And again, this guy has to be hiding all the time, right? So it's cool that he has this like skull put in. But it's also a king, right? So you have this because he's a king. But it looks kinda lame, if I have to be honest. I don't like this that much. I don't know why. It just seemed boring to me. So yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 2 out of 10 and move on. And here we have Jean d'Arc again, but the not evil version. And again, this is another instance of something that you can use as an accessory for the illustration, but also like kinda a background. Because as you can see, it's really detailed here, but here is just like basic forms and colors, and helps work like a background for the sword, and turns something that could be a generic pose into something that works really nice, right? And you know, designing character poses, it's really hard, especially for a gacha game, because you have to make them interesting, right? Because if you want people to draw this character, you're gonna make it look cool and interesting. And I guess some people just draw the character because of the character is powerful, or it's meta character or something like that. But me and a lot of people just draw because they are cute, or they are cool, or they are awesome, and they are spicy. And I think this illustration works really well to show like a majestic character, but also interesting. And the pose, it's not so generic, thanks to the flag. So I guess it works out. I guess that's 7 out of 10 for that one. And here we have another one, and this unit, it's really interesting to me, I guess, because there's not a lot of units like this in the game. I think this is the only unit in the game that's not only a duo unit, but it's also like an animal and a person, like a human unit. I think this is the only unit in the game. I'm trying to think about it. I mean, I guess Bunny and Melinda, but that's like a vampire and a dragon, and doesn't look that interesting to me. Of course, this is like the Red Riding Hood and the wolf, but I do like the illustration. Like the girl looks cute enough, but the point of, I mean, the illustration speaks good for the character because it's supposed to be the wolf protecting the girl, right? So you see like this cute girl and it's so cute, I'm gonna go and pat her head or something, but then you see this like giant shotgun axe things, and this crazy wolf looking at you. It's giant wolf, and you're like, oh my god, I'm not gonna touch that girl, right? And I think that's the point of the illustration. And it's funny because the wolf also works as a background for the composition, so it's really nice, right? And you can see the flowers for the girl here, but they turn into the part of the axe, and this cloth on the axe. It's really nice. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. It's really cool. And here we have another illustration that's kinda lame because they focus so much on the slash thing. I mean, of course, this is just my opinion, right? If you like the illustration, you can tell me, oh, it's a great illustration. It's okay. But for me, it's kind of lame because they focus so much on the slashes from the katana that you can't properly like see the character, like enjoy the character illustration. And it's also like kind of blurs your vision of. I don't see a composition here, right? I don't see how is this a good composition to me. It's not balanced at all. It's too heavy on the front and not too much in the back. I rather use the slashes as background. So I mean, you're covering the leg and the waist, and yeah, I don't like it that much. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. And here we have Lily, right? It's Lily. So again, this is kinda old, and you can see all this ice magic working as a sort of background, but it's more like a foreground, right? And the background, it's like these parts of the dress, the back of the dress, it's kind of the background. I don't know if it's boring to you guys hearing like character descriptions, but yeah. For those, I know a lot of characters, and I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than anyone or better than anyone. I'm not good at designing my own characters, but I don't know how to read proper character design, so I feel confident in talking about this. I hope it's enjoyable for some of you that like to. I know some of you like draw stuff, so it might be helpful to hear all of this, maybe. So yeah, I like the pose because it's not too generic, but again, you can really appreciate the pose with all this magic going around. So yeah, 3 out of 10. Let's go. And here we have an interesting one, right? This is Lilith. Lilith? Is she called Lilith? I can't remember. Lilele, right? Lilele, yes. Lilele, yes. We have an interesting one, right? Because as I said, I really like Harbin characters. They are like my second favorite race in the game. Of course, drafts, Harbins, everyone's humans, etc. And there's no background whatsoever here. I guess these things kind of work as a background, like a little. And she's really cute, right? She's acting really cute, and I love the body proportions of Harbin's. And she has this little wand that's also a microphone. And she's being cute to you, right? Like, she's an idol, so she's being cute to you. And I personally like this one, but I think it lacks something, right? Because when you see a cute girl and she looks at you like that, and you can almost hear the thing the anime girls do, and you need some like sparkles, right, to give the effect of she's being too cute for you. And there's no sparkles here, so that's like kind of shame. because it was almost perfect. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 and move on. And here we have Nicholas, that's actually called Shiro, and I'm super mad to the translation team because they changed the name of Shiro to Nicholas. And I read that they changed the name Shiro to Nicholas because Shiro was a name that was too Japanese for a translation. And are you kidding me? How is Shiro a name that's too Japanese for a translation, right? How is it? How? I mean, I guess it makes sense when you change things like never mind. I'm not gonna get into translation problems here. Sometimes people don't notice, but the translation of Granblue Fantasy, I know it's like a sort of fan translation stuff, but sometimes it's a mess and it ruins the game. Like, I don't know why they changed the name of the Eternals. It's confusing, to say the least. And they changed the name of... And this is a real thing. They change the name of things when they don't need to change the name. Like, you know the gold bard item, the one of the rarest items on the game? It's not actually gold. It's another material that looks like gold, but it's named differently in Japanese. And because you see, in the game, they pay you with gold, right? And you're thinking, hey, why is gold a normal currency, but the gold bard is a rare item, right? So it makes no sense. It's because it's not gold. And it was really weird to hear Shiro and read Nicholas. Like, who's Nicholas? What are you talking about? Yeah, that's also a problem. When you're watching events in the game and you have the voice turned on and you hear someone call Shiro, but you read Nicholas, and it's like, what? That's so... At least give me the option to keep the original names, right? So yeah, let's go to the design. I'm getting out of the topic again. I tend to do that, so sorry about it. This is a cool design because it's like a Sentai design, but also like a mecha design, and it looks a lot like Kamen Rider, right? The mask, it's a lot of Kamen Rider. I do like the pose because it's a really Sentai pose. Like, you have the sword, you have the hand, she's looking straight at you in the eyes. It's a power pose, right? What more do you want from a Sentai? So I think the pose, it's really cool. Again, maybe an explosion background would have been like nice to have. But this is nice too, so I'm gonna give it like 7 out of 10. And let's move on. Here we have Seth, right? Seth. So I don't remember how old is this. It looks kinda old, but I think it's from 3 years ago, from one of the society events, maybe, I think, but I don't like it. Yes, the feet look weird to me. Maybe it's because I'm used to seeing the legs, the bare legs of Sita. So again, it's a power pose, and she's looking straight at you in the eyes, but she's not a Sentai, so it doesn't work that well. And I see they use the spear to make it a background, but also to make it like she's not moving from here stand. But I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 10 and move on. So, by the way, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find the link in my channel. I usually don't tell people to follow me in things, but I'm gonna be uploading some pictures the next few days in advance for the big reveal I'm going to do, like the medium reveal I'm going to do. So maybe you don't want to miss that. It's like a short visual novel story, but in pictures. So if you like to watch that, it will be nice. I'm trying my best with that once. So yeah, if you want to follow me, the link will be in my channel. Yeah, that would be nice. Thank you. So I'm gonna keep going. This is again like Neon. This is the second on cap art for Neon. Again, it's really old, and I was talking about how I don't like they encasing characters in something, but this works because she puts shields, right? Shields. So she likes protecting people with shields, with the music shields, and that's perfect because you can see that she's putting a shield for her, but you can see the notes in the shield. So it works really nice, and you can see she's playing music, she's also looking at you. She's also really, really cute, and I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one. I also like the colors, like space colors thing. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. And let's go. And here we have another. No, it's a shrimp. I'm allergic to shrimp. I'm dead. Ah. Okay, that was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I had to try, okay? So we have Friday from the Premium Friday thing. And of course, she has a giant shrimp, and she's in a swimsuit because she's celebrating summer with the shrimp. And again, the shrimp works as a tool and background at the same time. And also the back of this thing, of this coat stuff, works also like a background. And she has a power pose, but also it's happy, right? And she's petting her pet. So I think this is a good enough illustration for the character. So yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10 and move on. Okay, what is the name of this guy? I can't remember the name of this guy. I can't remember the name, and that's because I don't like it. I don't like the character. I hate the air. It's so wavy. I don't like it. There's a lot of stuff going on here, right? Like you have this book, this star, the hair, the back, the staff. There's a lot of things inside the staff. I think this is too much going. Look at the clothes. There's too much on the clothes. It's too much character design. So yeah, this sucks to me. I don't like it. I don't like oversaturated stuff. So I'm gonna give it like a 2 out of 10 and move on. And we have EO, right? So I think this is a really old illustration, like super mega old illustration. You can see it in the face, right? You can see it in the face. There's not much to say about it. And the post is kinda like super generic too. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on and give it a 2 out of 10. Move to the next one. And we have Bridgette here, like Bridgette. Again, I do love the water for movement. It works really well. Like she has a sword and she has this like standard like this banner stuff. That's also like a spear, and I guess it works really nice for the character. Like it's a good composition because she's small, the spear is big, but you have it like with this thing. She's mad, but she's also cute, right? She's like a mad hamster, like angry hamster. I do like it a lot. Next, that's like a 5-6 out of 10. This one, it is Saya. I think it's called Saya. So she's like, I think she likes vacations and investigating. Of course, she's like a rookie detective. She's kind of young. You can see she has the draft assets, very nice. A pen, and she's investigating something. She's like a schoolgirl, I guess. But and the pose, it's kind of generic high school girl pose. But yeah, I can say it works, right? It works really well. So I can't really complain about that. So I'm gonna give it like a 5 out of 10 and move on. And here we have some old AF illustration. I think this could be one of the oldest illustrations on the game. And it really shows, right? I'm not saying it's bad, and of course it's better than anything I can do, but it really shows like, I mean, I guess you could say you can see the personality of Eugene here. Like, she's kind of proud but old. He doesn't have a nose because no one in Granblue Fantasy has a nose back then. He has the gun, but that's about it, right? I mean, you can put this character in almost any game because it's really generic looking. So yeah, not a big fan. 2 out of 10. Let's go. And here we have another old character, another generic pose. This is Ryan, I guess. And all I know is that he's obsessed with his young sister, with his little sister. And he has an axe. That's all I can say about it, and I don't want to know more about it. It's kind of boring to me. Let's move on. 2 out of 10. Let's move on. And here we have an interesting character. I think this is the first collaboration character we see here. Sorry about that. This is from Shadowverse, right? And I don't remember the name, but it's from Shadowverse. She's an elf and she has a bow, right? And that's about it. There's not much to say about it. Let's move on. This guy again? No, move it. And this guy, there's still. Oh, okay, this is a new one. So we have this guy that I can't remember the name of, but I know he surfs. He's a surfer, right? So we have this little water illustration in the hand, and this surfing outfit. He has a knife. He's looking away for some reason, and that's about it too. I do like the perspective of the drawing, but that's about it. And 2 out of 10. Ah, here we have the uncap version of. You see, this is a better illustration, pretty much, than the basic one. And I know that's the point of the uncap, right? The uncap version, you see a basic one, and then you uncap and see this much better version of the character, and you feel accomplished. I know that's the point, but this is so much better. Why? Because there's a little background on the back, and you can see this sparkles because she's magical, but you also see a much more dynamic pose. She's gonna draw her bow, and she's looking at you. The cape is moving. You can see the clothes better, defined, the clothes. And I guess that's all you need to make a good illustration, right? I guess they are still missing the fairies, because she uses fairies, so maybe some fairies on the illustration, it might be good. So yeah, I guess 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10, yes. And here we have what I think it's the only draft girl I don't like. This is the only draft girl I really don't like. It's called Carva. And she's like, I guess the illustration really conveys she's like a treasure hunter. But that's about it. The character is ugly. And yeah. I mean, of course they are showing the draft assets again. But that's pretty much it, right? Let's move on. Here we have some nice illustration. This is Black Knight. Really menacing. You can see it's menacing, right? And that's the point. Black Knight is gotta be like a really menacing. You don't want to get close to Black Knight because she's gonna kick your ass. She's gonna kill you good. I won't get close to Black Knight in a dark alley, to be honest. Not a chance in hell. I mean, look at that. That's some good, some top tier armor. That's amazing. I mean, I doubt you guys don't like this illustration. It's really well done, and the cape works as a background, but it doesn't really need a background because it's so menacing you can't stop looking at it. So I guess this is a 9 out of 10 from the illustration, even if it's old. Well, let's move on. And here we have Halloween Hallucina. And this is something funny because here you can see that I really feel Halloween units are the worst units in Granblue Fantasy. They suck. They are seasonal units. they don't look too good. I mean, look at this. It's like she just got like random clothes from a store and put them all together, and the Halloween chainsaw, right? Chainsaw. But it looks like a bunch of mix match stuff for me, and it's not the only Halloween unit that looks so bad. I mean, yeah, she's a draft. You can kind of see the draft assets. There's not much to it. Yeah, you can see the Halloween candies. Yeah, it's orange. Yeah, it's purple, but it doesn't do it to me. There's so much better type of Halloween units you can make, and maybe we'll get to see some more in this stream. And here we have La Coife, right? La Coife, or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but she's a cute Aryan girl. You can see that the pose is really cute, and she has some big scissors. That's pretty much about it, right? I think she cuts hair, well, that's cuts plants or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but the illustration really conveys that. The composition, it's really amazing, but I think it really needs a background, right? It doesn't work just like this. So yeah, I guess 5 out of 10. Here we have an interesting one. Maybe I can open it in another... No, what the hell? What happened? No. We have some interesting illustration here. It's the 6-star uncap. Oh no, it's a 5-star uncap. Yes, I got it wrong. It's the 5-star uncap for Xiofon, another one of the Eternals. She's the sword guy. It's a guy that has a lot of swords. Has like 100,000 espadas. Yes, 100,000 espadas. I've been wondering. I think his skills are in Italian, right? It's Cuore de Leone. It's like Lion's Heart, I think. Yeah, I think his skills are in Italian, and she got a lot of swords and a lot of guys with different swords. And this looks really cool, right? I mean, I don't like the character, but this looks cool. And you can say it doesn't look cool because it does. Yeah, looks really like he's a really powerful person in this world. It works. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. So here we have another interesting one, and that you don't see that often. It's Lesia. I think it's Water Lesia, maybe. And I think it's really important. Something really important about Lesia, it's that she's the commander of this army. But name is Spanish. Siete, right? 7. Siete. Yeah, that's kind of... I find that interesting, but also kind of weird. I do like how Granblue Fantasy uses another languages to name skills and stuff. Because, for example, the names of near skills are in German, right? So, like Klagen Totentats, it's like... It's in German, I think. The Harbin girl from the Evokers, it's also the skills are Hebrew, right? I think, and that's really cool. But I think that started with the Eternals, like Treo and stuff. But anyway, I was talking about Lesia. I got out of the topic again. Something really important about this character is that she manages the army, right? So it's cool to see some generic soldiers in the background of her art. It helps as a background, but also helps. You can be a commander if you have no one to command, right? So it works really well. The illustration is well done. I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10, I guess. And I think that's the important part of... I think that's the most important part of character illustrations for any game or anything you're doing. It doesn't have to be a cool illustration or a cute illustration. It has to be an illustration that portrays the character properly, like how he is, what he does, how he feels and stuff. That's the important... I mean, you can see this guy is crazy, right? You can see the background, it's a spooky background, something is hiding in here. The guy is looking at you, he doesn't like you, that you are there. And she's about to grab you, you're scared. It's spooky, it works really well. I don't remember the name of this character, but it's a good character illustration, right? Let's move to the next. I guess a 7 out of 10. And here we have the Lil Wayne Bros, of course, one of the best characters in the game. If you like to party, like again, what can you tell me from this illustration? This illustration just tells you they're a bunch of bros, right? These guys are bros. They love each other, like no homo. They like to party with fireworks and stuff, and they are funny. And they look just straight in the eye, right? But they are not menacing. Hey, let's have some fun. Hey, let's go. And that's cool. I like it. It works really well. And yeah, I guess 7 out of 10. Let's go. We have already seen this one. And here we have a character that I honestly forgot about it. I don't remember the name. I don't remember anything about her. I know she's from the Granblue Fantasy Orchestra. Yes, from that. But I only remember the Draft Girl and the Harbin Girl from that one. So yeah. Also kinda not needed, because we have Sophia, right? Like Sophia is the violin girl, and we kinda don't need this girl. And the clothes also look kinda meh to me. I mean, the dress is cute, like don't get me wrong, this is a really cute dress, but I don't think she deserves it, right? That's kinda mean to me to say, but yeah, it's a 2 out of 10. And here we have Helles. Again, a really standard like Irone fashion stuff. You have the spear with the fires here. And it's nothing special, right? I guess she really looks dignified in this, and that's what she is. But I don't think it helps too much with the character expression. Like, I don't mean the expression on the face. I mean the how to express properly the character. So yeah, 4 out of 10. Let's say it like that. This looks so boring. It's a really old illustration too, but it looks so boring to me. It's Feather, right? Yeah, the name is Feather. Wait, it's Feather? Yes, it's Feather. Yeah, it's a guy that punches, right? And you can see it's a guy that punches, and he doesn't even have a hand in a punch, right? You can barely tell he's a guy that punches. She's like just lifting the hand, but there's nothing in this illustration. This illustration sucks. I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10. And here we have Amira. Yeah, it's Amira. Yeah, that maybe it's that. Again, I don't like the face, honestly. The pose, it's nothing. There's nothing to say about this. I'm not that big into this character, so yeah, I'm gonna skip it. 1 out of 10, I guess. We have this character that I can't remember the name just yet, but I remember it's like an OG character, like a prince character. It's a girl, right? But it's a prince character. I love the roses and the wind here. It's a perfect composition. It's kind of making a heart, but not quite. But they're also slashing, and she has 2 rapiers, and she's winking at you because she's an OG and she wants to impress you, and you're gonna fall in love with her if you see her doing this. Honestly, you see someone doing this, you fall in love with her, right? There's nothing you can do. So I guess it works really nice. I'm 7 out of 10. Let's go. And here's something I want to mention. This is regular Halesena, right? Not the Halloween one, the regular one. And if you compare this one with the Halloween one, you can see this is much better because the design actually makes sense, right? I mean, she has a skirt and this weird crop top bra thing that also spans back. I don't know what this is, to be honest. It's like just putting a towel on her boobs. She has the menacing crazy face and the saw and this thing and the chainsaw. But yeah, it works really well. Even if it's an old illustration, it makes so much more sense than the Halloween one. The Prince Girl, I love her. I know you love her. Everyone loves her, right? You cannot love a character like that, especially if you're a woman, right? I guess those characters are made for women. that want to see other cute women do princess stuff, maybe. But yeah, I do like regular Halicina. I'm gonna give it like 7 out of 10. Have we already seen this one? Here's another interesting one. This is about Torda. Yes? Yes, about Torda, right? About Torda. Really interesting, right? Because this is a character that's supposed to protect. It's like a holy knight that protects people, right? With a giant shield that you can barely see in this illustration. So that's kind of a shame, right? Because he's supposed to protect, but you don't really see the shield. You can barely see his face in the illustration. Again, he's being covered with all this like whirlwind stuff. That's nice, looks nice, but it's also covering more of him, so you can barely see him. And I don't know, I don't like it. I will be much more happy with an illustration with a shield on the front, or maybe the broken shield while he's protecting someone or something like that. But it's an old character, so there's not much you can really do about the illustrations there. And here we have Kane. Yes, Kane. Not to be confused with Kane, right? So we have this guy that's like, I don't really like him as a character, but I mean, he's a smart guy that devises plans and fights with a sword, and it's nice, but it's not too nice, and you can never fully trust him. So I think this picture doesn't really convey anything of that. I mean, he's not strategizing, he doesn't look like suspicious. It kind of looks like generic hot guy with swords. So yeah, not big fan of this. 2 out of 10. The other one was 5 out of 10. Yes, here we have one of my favorite characters in the game. Like, I don't really have a lot of like characters I really honestly love in this game. I would say Nier is top 1, it's the first one. Narma is the second one. And honestly, aside from them, I can really tier my other favorite characters. But this is Joe, right? Y-O-U. You. I love the event. Actually, there was a rerun. They added the event to side stories like yesterday, I think. So it's forgiveness and gratitude, right? The event, yes. I love the character. I was so mad when the event character was Ko and not Ju, because I love her. She's like this lonely girl that's kinda tired of being lonely, and she just is young, right? So she's reckless, and honestly, she paid a price too high for what she was doing, right? I don't think she deserved that. I'm not gonna spoil anything too big, but she's just lonely, right? And I'm really weak for lonely characters. I want to protect them, of course. So, but I do like this illustration because you can see, of course, the tails. You can see the 6 tails. I like these old particles coming out of the hands and the legs, because she's really ready to attack you. But you can also see that she's damaged, right? She has one eye closed. Like she's hurt, but she's also fighting back, right? And that's the point of good illustrations. They tell a lot about the character without telling you, without saying much, right? You don't need text to express the story of a character, and I guess this does really well. Because look at her, she's gonna come back at you. Like, someone just hit her and she's coming back with full force. She's not giving up. She never gave up, but she's also kind of hurt, right, and lonely. And I think that's amazing. And I would kill for like another unit of her. I need another unit of higher rarity. So yeah, I love this. 9 out of 10. And then we have Uno from that's 1, right? From the Eternals. Super old illustration, by the way. the particles, the energy particles are not doing it for me. It looks kind of lame, to be honest. But yeah, there's not much to say. This is a kind of old illustration. But I guess it looks what it has to do, right? It's a basic illustration for the basic character. Yeah, 3 out of 10, I guess. And here we have another interesting illustration. This is Lady Caterpillar. For those who don't know, the unit, it's about this little robot here. And so Vera, of course, it's in love with Catalina. So she... this is a kind of like fantasy that didn't really happen, but it actually really happened. So she made a robot that looks like Catalina, but she's a tank, and she drops missiles, and it's controlled by the remote by Vera. And I know this unit, it's so much fun to use and to watch, and on the events, it's so much fun to watch. And look at Vera's face; she's so happy with her little creation. And the creation is ramping, and you can see movement coming. All the lines come out from here, as you can see. You can see it. They come from the same. The composition is great. This is perfect. I'm gonna say it. This is perfect. This is a 10 out of 10 illustration. There's nothing wrong with this illustration. It's the perfect illustration from the game so far. So yeah, I really like this. And 10 out of 10, let's go to the next one. And I gotta go to sleep now. Have fun with the rest of the stream, Moriko. Thank you for coming, Capo. Thank you for watching. Have a good night of sleep. Thank you for coming to the stream. And here we have this girl that I forgot the name of, but she's a minor, right? And you can see she's a minor. Again, another example of good illustration that shows proper character explanation. Like, she mines stuff, and you can see her hat. And you can see that the rock that she's mining, and she's mad because she's a hard girl, and she has a mine lamp here. It's another good illustration. I don't love it, but it's good enough. So 7 out of 10, I guess. And here we have, this is really cute. I do love Christmas. I think Halloween units are so badly designed, but on contrast, Christmas units are really well designed in this game. They are really, really good. So here we have Christmas Fina, that you can see she has a crossbow and she's giving gifts, but you also you can see Goblin Mage here, like with candy being a gift, because we all know Goblin Mage is a gift. And this is a really cute. Of course, these are Halloween units. Christmas units, and of course you want to be happy in Christmas, right? You want to have a good time in Christmas. You want to see everyone happy, and this illustration it's a happy illustration. It works really well. Like, you can see she's really cute. She's really happy. She's gifting stuff with her crossbow, and you can see like Gobo Mage here being a gift. And I just know that it works really well, right? Because Gobo also works as a kind of background with the gifts. So yeah, it's a really good illustration for what it is. So 8 out of 10. Let's go to the next one. So this is... I forgot the name of this girl. Full to Play. Hello. How are you doing, Full to Play? Welcome to the stream. I'm just reviewing some Granblue Fantasy illustrations to pass the time. Usually I add that Fin Christmas for Gunabo team. For a Gunabo, it's light. It's a light unit, right? I think I don't have her, so I don't know. So I forgot the name of this girl, of this woman. Here, damn, you can see she's damn. You see some spicy things here. Damn, that's spicy. But I hate this character just because we can get cute Harbin girl. I know we can get her because of the reasons, but I would pretty much have cute Harbin girl than this one. So yeah, just gonna give it a 2 out of 10 and move away. And here we have damn it, I forgot the name. Ipatsu? Yes, Ipatsu, it's the name of this guy. So yeah, what can I say about this guy? He likes ramen. So much. What? What do you mean so much? What? So, what can I say about Ipatsu? He likes ramen, right? And you can see it here from the narrative here. Yeah, I think that's. I do like the noodle stuff here. Ipatsu, yeah, the name is Ipatsu. But yeah, there's not much to say about this composition, right? I do like the noodle thing, but there's not much to it. Maybe they should have put like a ramen in the background, like a ramen bowl in the background, like a steamy. Well, there's one here, but it's empty, right? So we need the flavor stuff. So yeah, I guess 4 out of 10, 3 out of 10, maybe. Let's go with the next one. And here we have, of course, I said before, another summer unit. This one, it's Lil Wayne. And this is the problem with old summer units in Granblue Fantasy, especially male ones. It's super generic. They just have a short, like a Bermuda, right? There's nothing to this. There's nothing. There's nothing to say, like it's unique for this one. So, yeah. 2 out of 10. Let's move on. And here we have, what's the name of this girl? I know she was mute, but she found her voice. She's a water SR unit with 5-star, and this is the 5-star on cap, but I can't remember the name. Come on. Well, anyway, whatever the name is, I like this illustration because it works. You can see the unit, it's water, so you can see the water here, and you can see the feathers here. You can see the music coming out because she sings. You can see the big ass microphone spear she has, staff, I guess, and she got the power to finally open her voice. And of course, this illustration tells a story, right? So it's a good illustration. I like it. 8 out of 10. So speaking about summer unit, I like Tyre. Yeah, Summer Tyre is one of the best looking male summer units in the game. I do really like it. So this is Seville Barrow, right? The Harbin samurai dude. This is kinda old, so I don't want to be too mean with the illustration, but it looks kinda lame. I mean, yeah, he has a giant katana, and he's like a wandering samurai. She has the plant on his mouth. But that's about it, right? It doesn't look good enough. But I guess that's because it's old. So let's move on. I guess 2 out of 10. So this is Christmas Cereal, right? No, Cereal, yes, Cereal, yes. So I was just saying I love Christmas units because they look so good, but I think this is the most boring looking Christmas unit I have ever seen. I mean, it's just a regular armor with Christmas colors, right? Red, green, and yeah, it doesn't look. It looks like Christmas armor, but it doesn't look like Happy Christmas stuff. So that I don't like it. I don't like it, but there's also I do like the uncapped art for this one, but I don't think it's great. I think it's good enough. So male Christmas, perhaps Sorel is the best according to me. Actually, yeah, there's not a lot of male Christmas units that are not skins. The uncap art is good. I don't judge him by this one. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The uncap unit, the art is good. Sorel is too regal for fun, I guess, but then don't give him a Christmas unit, I guess. So this is Bira, right? I guess it looks evil as all Bira should look, but again we have this problem that they had with all the old illustrations. They are all from the same period of time. They add so much particles and stuff that you can barely see the character properly. I know this with these Luminera bits here and stuff. But yeah, there's too much particles going on in here, and you can't really see the character properly. So it's a lame illustration for me. It's very well done, of course, but I don't think it's good. So 3 out of 10. Crazy Vera, I like her grand version. Yeah, we already reviewed the grand version. It was at the beginning. Oh no, it's one of these super old art characters I can't remember the name of. But as you can see, it's super generic too, right? It has generic Arun clothes. Like this clothes is super generic, right? Then shorts and boots, whatever. And he has a bow and a dog, right? And I think the dog is the better part of the illustration, but it also looks so out of place because it looks like a different kind of illustration than this one. And it kind of looks like he's gonna step on the dog. Like, what is the dog evading, right? It doesn't look... It looks like it shouldn't be here to me, the dog. And the illustration is kind of meh without the dog, so 2 out of 10, 1 out of 10 maybe. And let's move to the next one. And we have the uncapped version of this unit, right? So, Rina and Wolf. So... what? I'm not sure I like this, but I don't dislike it, right? I mean, it looks cool, but I think there's so much emphasis on this thing, and I'd rather see the characters being together, like these two being together. And she's riding him, and he looks cool and everything, but it just doesn't do it for me, and personally. So I'm gonna give it like a 4 out of 10. Let's move on. And we have a super, like, I feel this is, I feel weird about this. You guys don't look, Lancelot looks weird. The face of Lancelot, I mean, he's like a robot or something. Like, looks so mechanic, and the pose, it's really lame too. Wolf and Rin, my friend loved this unit. Yeah, it's a really good unit. I love it too. I was just saying that with the other illustration, that it's like a super original unit in the fact that there's a monster and a girl in a unit, in a single unit, and there's no other unit in the game that's that except Bunny and Melinda, I think. Yes, but yeah, this illustration of Lancelot, I mean, it's well done, but there's not much to it, right? So yeah, 2 out of 10. Let's go. We already seen this one, and here is Summer Dark Angel Olivia. So yeah, Olivia, Summer Olivia. What can I say? She has popsicles. Actually, now that I look at this, the legs look kind of weird. Yeah, the legs are weird. It's just me, or does this look like really weird to you guys? The way the legs are like put with each other, it looks kind of wrong to me. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's kind of generic summer stuff, right? There's nothing special about this. It has so much more potential, and they waste it. So yeah, I don't like this. 3 out of 10. Oh, Halloween Rosita. So I have a big problem with this unit. I like the illustration. It's spicy, of course. Look at this. It's spicy, man. I like the background, the super Halloweeny background. It looks great. I like the dress, but my problem with this unit, my big problem with this unit, is that it looks a lot like Celeste, right? It looks a lot like Celeste Omega, and if we ever get a Celeste unit, it's gonna look a lot like this, and I don't like it. And it's a shame because this unit looks really nice. The dress is really cute. I love it. It's so fancy, but I mean, look at her face. You know what's happening in this unit, but I don't like it because we can get a proper Celeste unit thanks to this. So yeah, I guess 7 out of 10, and let's move on. We have Yaya, right? And I think this is the 5-star on cap of Yaya. I love Yaya, of course, right? Who doesn't love Yaya? It's cute. It's a cute little draft. She's so happy. She's so hardworking. She's drawing with color pencils. It's so cute. How can this not be super cute? It's super extra cute. I love it. Um, yeah, I love it. I love this character. I love this illustration. I love the design, the composition. It's perfectly rounded. Rosetta, love her grand version. There is a good turn. Her final cap. Oh yeah, there is a good turn. That yes. So yeah, I guess this is 10 out of 10. I love this. And this is the expose for Summer Tanya, right? Tanja, yes. So I'm not a big fan of the character. I guess the illustration looks nice. I love the background. Actually, I love more the background than the character in this one. The character is kind of boring, if I have to be honest. So yeah, I guess 4 out of 10 for the background more than anything. And here we have more Rikna, right? Another primal. Like, I love this because there's 3 girls in the unit. Good illustration, really nice composition. Like, rounded, but also like pointy because of the wings. They are looking at you. They look majestic. How they are supposed to look majestic, right? So, yeah, I guess this is good enough. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Honest to God, I don't remember this guy. I think I remember him from an event, but it looks super generic. I don't even know what this is, but it doesn't look like it belongs in Granblue Fantasy. It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card illustration from 1998 or something like that. Yeah, this sucks. 2 out of 10. Oh, we have here the uncap. Oh my god, it's almost been 2 hours of me reviewing illustrations. Jesus Christ, I can't believe you guys are still here. Thank you so much. I guess I'm gonna round it up with a few more and then I'm done. We have the uncap illustration for Bumpy, for Vanya. Really cool, right? I do like this composite backgrounds. Like you have the blood moon here and the tombs and the spikes and stuff coming out, and then you have the character, right? And as you can see, you can perfectly see the character aside from the accessories of the illustration, and that's perfect, right? And she's cute and she's like fancy, but you know she's evil and bad, so perfect work. And 8 out of 10. And here we have Pengi, right? The penguin girl. Looks super cute, but I also like that the robot works as a background. And that's what I'm talking about when I tell you people, you don't need a composite background, right? You just need some accessories that work as a background, like the weapon, like the armor, and you can make the background with the same stuff in the character. So this works super well. The girl is super cute. The penguins are super cute. This is a really good one. I'm gonna give it this 8 out of 10. Let's go with the next one. We have Summer Lonalo, and I'm gonna be honest, I think this is the first time I have seen this illustration in all my life. I don't think I have ever seen this one before, but I like it. You know, it works because you can see how cute Lonalo is, how she's doing the stuff she does, like drawing and writing, and you can see like there's a parasol here to don't get burned, her stuff to draw, the hat, a table, and a chair, and that's exactly what I tell you. You don't need real backgrounds. You just need to use stuff for backgrounds, and it works good enough. 6 out of 10. This guy again, no. And yeah, I guess it's good enough if we finish with Narmaya, with Summer Narmaya. I love it. You know, guys, I love Narmaya. There's a lot to say about this illustration. Of course, you can see the draft goods here, Narmaya being cute and flirty, and you know what? The particles here are like summer related. You can see like a lot of things with the magic Narmaya does. This is a really like dangerous way of holding your katana, but okay, if you need to hold it like that, it's okay. I can hold it for you if you need it, right? I mean, we all know why the katana is here, right? It's of course like it to make a better illustration. And the composition is great, but I do agree that maybe a background will be good, but I think this magical effects, it's good enough as a background, foreground stuff to round the illustration. Because after all, this is not the uncapped illustration, right? It's a basic illustration. So yeah, I guess I give this a 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for being Narmaya, I guess. And I guess this is gonna be all for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching and talking with me and reviewing illustrations. Maybe if you guys like this illustration review, I'm gonna do more later. Not today, maybe another day, tomorrow maybe. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. But I guess 2 hours of illustration reviews enough for me for today. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys like this content. I'm trying to do different things every day. Please go and follow my Twitter. I'm gonna be posting the medium reveal illustrations there, so I'm sure you're gonna like those. I put so much effort in those, so you're probably gonna like it. It's just some little fun, right? So yeah, thanks for watching again. I will see you in the next stream or game. I still need to work in my super Vtuber genetic goodbye, but I don't have one, so I will see you later. Goodbye.